Hello, I'd like to welcome everyone back to You Earned It, Now Collect It, on how to collect unemployment and remembering people, how to remember people's names based on the book Remembering People, The Key to Success by Harry Lorayne. Kind of a sad day down here because Joel had the books at his house, our, I guess, Bibles as they're called. Can't believe someone actually called them that, but and we had, with all the storms and stuff, Joel's basement got flooded. He claims it was up to his thighs. I don't know if I believe that, but okay. But nonetheless, the books did get all wet, and currently I have them back in my house in front of a fan, but they're just too wet to bring on the air. So as a result of that, I guess the show is going to be a little different today. We're just going to, people want to call in and talk about other stuff besides unemployment and remember people's names. They can do that because, I mean, I know a lot about unemployment, but without those books, I don't want to be getting out wrong information. Before we put the phone number up, I just wanted, people might not have seen this, but like in the DI yesterday, they called the show a sham. That might be a little harsh, I think. I mean, I understand that the books are a little out of date, but well, I mean, I can't help it if the information is sometimes a tad bit off, but to call it a sham, I don't know. I just hope people didn't read the article and say, oh, these guys are just a bunch of cocky kids being stupid. I'm not going to watch anymore. Because that's not the case. So anyway, we don't have the books, but we do have a phone and we do have electricity. So if people want to call down here, I have yesterday's Press Citizen, if that does any good, and an Oscar drug ad. But that's about all I have as far as. So if people want to talk about other stuff, that's fine this week. There's the phone number, 338-8456. I think I'm gonna read the comics right now, but. So through many calls, I guess some Iowa State doesn't have any power still, so maybe people can't watch the show. That's why they're not calling, or maybe they don't have anything to talk about. But I guess I'll read the Blondie here. I thought it was kind of funny. Blondie says to Dagwood, "Hey, why don't you go rake the yard?" And Dagwood says, "Oh, okay." And then shows Dagwood, he goes outside, he's like, "Oh, I'm tired." And he lays down in the bushes. And then the next scene has a bunch Dagwood laying in the bushes with a bunch of Z's coming out like he's sleeping. So Blondie told him to go work, and he just went to sleep. I got a call. That's good.
Hey, what's going on?
How's it going?
Going okay. You look kind of lonely.
Well,
Bad.
I don't have the book, so.
You don't have the book?
No.
So what's the deal? I was reading something. You guys got raised in the Daily Island.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
Did you?
I didn't get to see your rerun of the Sunday show. What was like?
I don't really understand that either. I don't know what that was all about.
You guys, it's something that you guys are geniuses or something to the effect. Is that what it was saying?
It might have mentioned that. I'm not gonna back that up though.
You're not gonna back.
'Cause I don't think we are really geniuses. It called the show a sham.
A sham?
Yeah.
How dare they? You should write some letters to them.
I might write a letter to the editor.
Write a letter to the
See,
editor?
the thing I don't understand.
Like, how is your show a sham? I don't get it. I don't understand.
I don't get it either. Here's what I don't understand either. It said.
Understand it?
I know. Here's what I don't understand. It said the replay at 12:30 revealed it the sham. You know?
Yeah.
What about the original airing at 4 o'clock on Tuesday? That didn't reveal anything?
I don't know.
That's what I didn't get.
I don't know.
That really didn't make sense to me, but I think I'm gonna write him a letter and tell him it's not a sham, because it definitely isn't.
So then what are you guys doing today? Like, you guys don't have the name remembering book or the
Unemployment book? No, they got all wet.
They all wet?
Yeah.
How'd they get wet?
'Cause they were in Joel's basement and it got flooded yesterday with all the.
That sucks.
Yeah. Hopefully we can get them dried out though. Joel, shut up. Today we're just gonna talk about anything people want to talk about or anything. So.
Yeah, I was caught on that storm yesterday.
You were?
Yeah, me and my roommate decided we want to go storm chasing.
Okay.
Usually we get like tornado warnings here. You know, like once, twice a week. You know, they disrupt all the programs. Say there's a tornado watch. You know.
Yeah, nothing happens.
So we thought it wouldn't be anything. We're out there whitewash, almost died. Like we saw a tree fall on top of a car like 10 feet away from us.
Where were we at?
We're over on Melrose, over by Spinkbine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on Gilbert Street there by Papa John's Pizza.
Yeah.
And the whole street was flooded there, and cars were like floating all over the place and stuff.
That's kind of, it's humorous in a way, bad in another way, but you know, there's definitely humor there.
Yeah.
You can see that.
Makes for a nice story in the paper.
I said it makes for the entire paper, actually.
Yeah.
Sport.
The entire DI, at least.
The entire Daily Island. Well, I guess there's nothing else really much going on yesterday.
All I can do is write about the show, I guess.
Yeah.
Either write about the weather or rip on the show.
Ripping on the show.
Oh, I don't know. They didn't really rip on it, but they call it a sham.
Well, I don't know. I don't understand how your show could be a sham. Unless
I know.
I don't get it.
Me neither.
What's that?
What do you want to say?
What's your partner's insight on this?
I don't know. What are you doing?
I shaved today and I got hair all over my
Well, why are you coming out here then?
I'm going to tell my story about the flood.
All right. Put your microphone on. I guess he's going to tell a story about the flood.
You were in the storm yesterday, you said?
Yeah, I was driving around. We were looking for twisters.
Really?
Looking for funnel clouds.
On Melrose, you said?
Yeah, we were on Corvo, and then we heard like, oh well, the storms are the southeast, so we start going southeast. Next thing you know, it's like 80 miles an hour wind.
Yeah, I live.
Flying all over the place. Twister is nuts.
Yeah, I live over by Melrose, kind of. It's on Kozer or whatever. It's right down at the bottom of a hill.
I know what that is.
Okay, yeah, I was in my basement looking out the back window on my door, and the trees were basically parallel to the ground, like blowing over, you know?
Totally.
I was standing there watching it for a while. I turn around, there's a little bit of water leaking into my room. It's like coming from the living room downstairs or whatever, leaking into my room, and I'm thinking, what's this coming from? So I stand there and I'm putting all my stuff in my bed because I don't want to get my books wet and stuff like that, although the books for the show were under my bed because I hide them there, and then they got wet because I forgot they were there. But anyway, I put my stuff on my bed. Huh?
You hide those books under your bed?
Yeah, because I don't want my roommates getting into them.
You want people snagging those?
No, I just don't want people looking through them, you know? And I hide a lot of things. I mean, not just the books, but a lot of my things I don't want people to look at under my bed, you know? So the water comes in, there's a little bit of water leaking in, and I'm thinking, uh-oh. So I start putting stuff on my bed. Then, like, a minute later, I hear this big crack sound and this whooshing sound, and water is instantly up to my knees in my bedroom, and I have no idea what's going on. So then I started throwing stuff on my bed, and then I brought this kayak down from the garage, and I went over to the door and opened the door and let the water out. But turns out the water came in my roommate's room, like broke the window in, you know, and water was up like head level in his room. Then it broke his door down and flooded the whole basement.
That's insanity.
I know, so that's my storm story. I thought, because Sam doesn't believe it actually happened, but it really did. Because you can even.
What were you doing with the kayak?
That's what I don't believe either. The kayak part.
My roommate.
Must have had a kayak start
Yeah.
around.
Well, I didn't think I should be standing in that water because like there's a bathroom down there and stuff, and I figured toilet water's all over the place and everything, you know.
See, where's the kayak
It
at?
was in the garage. My roommate went kayaking in Colorado last week on vacation, and it's his friend's kayak, and they were in the garage, and I brought him down.
Dude, that sounds kind of hokey to me, man.
Yep, sounds like a sham.
So I'll call my roommates, and if one of them's home, I'll get them to confirm the story after you hang up. All right?
Okay.
All right.
All right. I don't even know if our phones are up yet, but I'll get it confirmed.
The confirmed kayak story. Because you wouldn't want any more bad press in the DI calling you guys a sham anymore. I think that's.
I used the kayak to prop the door open downstairs to let the water out, but I was also riding it a little bit.
Why don't you put your microphone on?
Yeah.
Because I was gonna leave.
Okay.
Could you hear what I said?
What? I couldn't hear you. One of my roommates was yelling at me. He said he didn't believe your story, and he's getting surly.
Well, I'll confirm it as soon as I can. It might not be till next week, but I'll try calling my roommates to confirm it.
Okay. All right, you guys. Try not to seem too busy on your show there. You guys look like you're vacation a little bit there.
Yeah, we didn't even plan to do a show this week, but we decided that
I thought the power was going to be out today, but
You know, Guitar Tom's gonna be on later today.
yeah, it will be probably.
Excellent. Iowa Public Access Television rules. Thanks a lot, dude.
All right, see ya. Yeah. I mean, hold on a second, please.
mine's still down, so I'll confirm it next week.
All right. I don't know.
You don't believe me, do you?
No, but who cares? Shut the door. So I guess Joel claims his phone's still down, so he's not gonna be able to confirm it till next week. Just sounds like a way to get out of it, if you ask me. What? What? What?
Turn his phone on, and then I'll dial it over and I'll see if it's
There's a story in the paper about this girl. She got to meet Leonardo DiCaprio. That's great. Yeah? Okay. Hello?
Hello, Sam.
Yeah?
This is Marty again. I don't have a lot of time to talk, but so to say I'm really not mad at you anymore, but basically because I don't think I have the capability to be mad at anybody anymore. But I read haven't seen your show today, so I don't know what's going on.
What?
Haven't been seeing your show today yet.
Why
I
not?
don't know what's going on.
Well, why, we don't
At
have
any
the,
rate,
Marty,
what?
we don't have the book. The books got all wet, so we don't have any books today for our employment questions.
Oh, well, I don't have an unemployment question.
That's good.
I just, in the Daily Iowan yesterday,
Yeah?
I was reading the part where I found out that your show is a big scam,
They call it a sham, but it's not true.
and I don't know. I mean, I'm not angry anymore, but I'm very disappointed. The main reason I'm not angry is because my basement flooded. I mean, I just so many horrible things have happened in my life right now that I just can't be angry anymore because the basement flooded and I had to throw all my stuff on my bed and get wrecked. It was so bad that I was using my roommate's kayak.
Marty,
What?
don't give me that crap.
What are you talking about?
That's it. Okay, Joel comes out here, tells a story about the kayak. Now you claim that you had the exact same situation happen. I doubt it. I doubt it.
Joel said that happened to him?
Yeah, it did. I did.
I just right before the show when I was on.
Give me a break. Joel, you believe that guy?
You?
No, I don't believe you either, though. So. Maybe why would Marty call and I don't know. Maybe yours is true, okay, but his calling and saying same thing happened to him. Plus, he's trying to claim that he's sorry or whatever. I highly doubt that. All right. Hello?
Hi. I just turned on your show and I want to hear the kayak story.
You want to hear the kayak story?
Yeah, I have no idea, what happened.
Well, all right. It happened to Joel, so I guess he'll come back out here and tell it, okay?
Okay.
All right. You should be watching the whole show, though.
Well, I just turned it on. Don't give me a lecture about it.
I won't.
I've seen it.
I won't.
All right.
It's next Tuesday, 4 o'clock.
All right.
All right. Here's the story for you.
I love telling this story anyway. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I was standing in my basement looking out the window during the storm yesterday. And I was looking out the window of my door. There's two little small squares on the top. So I'm standing there looking out the window for about 5 minutes watching the trees fall over.
Right.
And I turn around and there's this little puddle of water creeping toward me on the floor. And I think, boy, that's probably not very good because, I mean, it's all over the carpet and everything. So I start putting some of my stuff on my bed, like my, like I said, my guitars and...
You never said your guitars.
I didn't say my guitars? Well, I put my guitars on my bed and my notebook with all my pictures in it of my friends and things like that. So then I'm standing there thinking, what's going on here? After I got all my stuff in my bed, then all of a sudden I hear this loud crack and then a whooshing sound, and water comes in my basement in my room up to my knees. It's like on top of, water's almost up to my bed. And then, so I start getting scared and I start throwing a bunch of stuff on my bed because I don't want my stuff to get wrecked. And then I went upstairs and I figured I shouldn't be standing in that water because it probably came out of everybody's toilets and stuff like that, you know? So I brought a kayak downstairs and then I rowed it over into my room and tried to open my door so I could let the water out. And that's the kayak story.
Do you really believe that?
And then I used the kayak to prop the door open.
Do you believe that? I don't think yet. I mean,
Well, see, I'm just wondering, like, if you were actually kayaking in your place, you must have a really big place.
No, I mean, I wasn't. I was in the kayak and I pushed myself through the basement. You know, I just went down like kind of a hallway type thing and stuff in it.
I don't believe it.
Did you have a paddle?
Yeah, I did. Because my roommate just went kayaking last week in Colorado and his friend's kayaks are still
How
in our
convenient.
garage.
How convenient.
Huh?
How convenient.
Well, if they
And
would have had.
this is a little too neat.
I know.
You're like one of those fiction writers in the workshop.
Exactly.
I wish. Next week.
Wish.
I'm not. I'm serious. I seriously was in a kayak in my basement. I wasn't like there wasn't rapids or anything, but I was floating in it because there was 3 feet of water in there.
Yeah, okay. Were you wearing a life preserver?
No, there
You
weren't.
should always wear a life preserver when you kayak.
You can drown in the bathtub.
Yeah, I know. I have a friend who did that.
Serious?
I'm serious.
How old was she or he?
Like 6.
Wow. Sorry.
Well, it's okay. You didn't know. I won't take it personally.
But that's the thing they always say is that you can drown in a bathtub.
Yeah, but not in Iowa City because most apartments don't have bathtubs.
Mine does though. Mine's a house though. I live with like 5 other
Joel.
people.
You have a kayak, you have a bath. I don't believe him either, to tell you the truth.
I'll confirm it next week. Seriously.
Do you have pictures?
No,
Yeah,
but
that's all
I.
can see.
I'm sorry, man.
My camera got
I'm having a
wrecked.
hard time.
What? What's that?
Nothing.
Do you like Matchbox 20?
Yeah, I guess.
There's a great picture of them here in the paper.
Oh. 3 a.m., huh?
They look hot.
Can't believe it.
All right.
Yeah, the lead singer of that band used to be homeless.
Really?
Yeah.
I should read the story then.
Yeah, you should.
See if it talks about that.
And then you should cut the picture out and put it in that guy's photo album.
I'm thinking about it.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks for the call.
All right.
I don't believe him either.
All right, good.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Hey,
Yeah.
4 o'clock now.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
I don't know if people could see that or not. I like to see the part about being homeless, but hello?
How's it going?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Good.
What's up?
Nothing much.
Nothing much?
Nothing much.
You like Matchbox 20?
Yeah, sort of.
Cool.
We were wondering if you could read Garfield.
Read Garfield?
Yeah. We didn't get around to getting a paper today.
It's actually from yesterday, but I still read it to you.
Oh, well, yesterday, whatever.
It's a good one.
Yeah?
They're always good. Okay. You ready?
Sure.
Okay. It shows a TV. Garfield's sitting on a chair, and there's a TV.
Yeah?
It says click, 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 click. Then Garfield thinks, because he can't talk.
Okay.
It says rats, the channel changing button is stuck.
Yeah.
And then it shows another picture, and it's going click, 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 click again.
Yeah?
And then there's another picture where he says say or something like that. It's going click, click, click again.
Yeah?
But now he's fat.
Nice fat.
Yeah, I guess he ate the channel changer.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it is pretty good. Did you hear the Blondie one before?
Nuh-uh.
You didn't hear Blondie?
Mm-mm. Something about...
Blondie told him to go to do some work in the yard.
Yeah?
He went and slept. But yeah. So you like those or not?
Yeah, they're all right.
All right.
What did you think about the storm yesterday?
I was scared because I live on the 3rd floor. I thought the place was going to blow down.
Yeah.
Were you scared or not?
I was at work.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you have to go down in the basement or something?
No.
Where do you work at?
Burger King?
Did it make you go down in the basement? I guess they don't have a basement.
No.
What'd you do? Nothing?
Stood there and watched it.
What, Joel? Did you guys eat anything while you were watching it or not?
Yeah, the food.
Did you get free meals like when you worked there?
Well, it depends on what you get.
Hamburgers?
Yeah, hamburgers and stuff. Everything else is 50% off.
That's not too bad then. So you guys had to close down last night?
Yeah, they're still closed today.
They are?
Yeah,
Why?
because they don't have any power.
They don't have any power down there still?
Mm-mm.
Do you have power at your house, obviously?
Yeah,
We have power here too. That's weird.
yeah.
You think they'd have power. But, all right, so you guess you're temporarily unemployed, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't work today or tomorrow, so.
It's too bad. Or I guess it's good, maybe.
Well, I'm off, so
All right.
doesn't matter.
Works out nice for you.
Yeah.
But, all right, well, I'm glad you enjoyed the comics.
Thanks.
All right. Thanks for watching.
All right.
Good luck with your job.
Thanks.
All right. Bye. Joel, shut up. There's a lot of jobs in here. People are unemployed. I could help people out by that way. If they need jobs, I could give them some hints on where to look. Sorry if people can't understand me very, very well this week, but I was playing some basketball and last week and I got elbowed in the face. I got some teeth kind of knocked loose, so it's hard for me to talk. So if you can't hear me, I apologize. But I said in about a month or two, they should be a little better, and then they can move them around. Make them straight again. You get a fake number? What, Joe? What did they say? What did you say?
Someone called in before, and when they left the number, it was a fake one. It was a doctor's office.
Oh, really? Don't let them through. A real one? Hello?
Hello, Sam.
Yeah.
It's Roger.
Roger, yeah.
I called a couple times following up about trying to get fired from that job of mine at the retail store.
Yeah, how'd it go?
I finally did it yesterday.
Seriously?
Yep.
During the storm?
Yep.
What happened? If you don't mind talking about it on air.
Well, the price, I don't want my boss to get pissed off or something and try and come after me, but I kind of put some water in, and it didn't really damage any of the product.
You let some water in?
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, it was a pretty good idea, except it made it all slick out there.
Oh,
So
yeah?
it's kind of dangerous for some people, but I didn't, do a ridiculous job of doing it, but enough to get me fired. A couple of employees fell, and then they found out that I did it 'cause they said, I don't know, somehow they said that somebody saw me do it, but, that's fine with me because that's what I wanted. I didn't know anybody saw me do it, though.
Yeah.
But, that's fine with me because that's what I wanted. So I can collect now or no?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I don't have the book today to tell you exactly how to do it, but you should be able to do it now. But I'm serious. That's great. That's great to take advantage of the situation. A lot of people are all negative about the flood and stuff. You went right out there and,
Yeah,
took advantage of it.
I thought about it. It finally, dawned on me what I could do.
Maybe if the unemployment office is still open today, because some places don't have power.
Yeah.
Because some guys called and said that Burger King doesn't have power.
Yeah,
So-
I noticed that too. 'Cause I tried getting some food there.
That's strange because a lot of people I know have power already.
Yeah, I bet they do have power, but they're just taking a day off or something.
Yeah, that's what I'd do if I owned a business.
Yeah, I'd totally do that.
But you should. maybe go down to the unemployment office today or call down there.
Okay. Get my $80, right?
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
Thanks. What's going on with the show today anyway? I'm sorry, I just tuned in. I had to take care of some stuff. But,
well, the books were in Joel's basement, and they got all flooded, so they're all wet. So we don't have like the unemployment book or the names book.
See?
So today you could just call and talk about anything you wanted, really.
It seemed like you were just reading the paper and weren't really paying attention to anybody.
Oh, I'm paying attention to people.
Oh, okay.
Well, I wasn't paying attention because Joel keeps telling the story about his kayak like 8 times, and I'm just sick of it. So.
Yeah, I've heard that story before. At least twice on the air.
Yeah.
So it's kind of ridiculous to keep repeating it.
Yeah.
Have you been looking at the screen at all? Because something weird's kind of happening next to you.
Where?
What kind of is that from the kayak or something? Is that the kayak story or something like that? Boxes?
Oh, he's saying people ask him to tell the story, but.
No, I don't think so. I mean, that's one person did, but really, they didn't need to repeat the story because there's a lot of people that have been listening to the whole show.
I know.
And that's just kind of rude to them to have to listen to the same stuff again.
That's true. That's true.
So, future I'd advise just not to tell the story again, even if he likes to tell it.
Yeah.
Because, like the other person said, I'm not sure how truthful it really is.
I don't believe it either, really. I mean, okay, there's a flood, and then, I just happen to have a kayak in my garage.
Well, it sounded like it was just a little bit of water coming down, and all of a sudden, it's up to my knees.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened. I mean, it was, I don't know. They decided to open up all the windows or something and let it all in. I mean, I don't know.
Joel, he's not talking to you.
Yeah, I really don't want to talk to him again.
Yeah.
But, I just wanted to say thanks for trying to help me out. But I finally figured it out.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Hey, and if you want, I mean, I know this is asking a lot, but I mean, not a lot of people we talk to, like, try to collect unemployment, we never like hear back from them. You know, so if you want to call in sometime and like say what happened when you went down to the office and how they treated you and whatnot.
Sure.
All right.
All right.
All right. Take it easy, Roger.
Yep.
See ya.
Bye.
All right. So I don't know if people have been following, have watched the show in the past, but Roger has been trying to get fired from a retail store. And I guess he finally did it. It's definitely, he did a nice job taking advantage of the situation yesterday with the flood and the rain and stuff, and letting water in the store, making people slip. It's kind of risky, but something got the job done. Joel, show the new camera angle I thought of. Not that one. Show the new camera angle I thought of the boxes. Yeah. Show the boxes. Hello?
Yeah, I have a story for you.
All right, that's cool.
About this guy who has his own TV show, and he just can't be bothered to look out at the audience. He's just reading a newspaper and reading, like, boring comics that no one likes anymore.
Okay.
Like Garfield.
Uh-huh.
But what are you doing with those empty... Are those empty boxes, or do they have, like, stuff in them?
I think they're empty.
Can I have them? I'm supposed to be moving.
They're not very big.
Well, that's okay. I've been going around all afternoon trying to find boxes, and no place will give me any. They all recycle.
I'll tell you where to go.
Where? I don't have a car, so don't tell me Hy-Vee.
I was going to say Paul's Discount.
Where?
Paul's Discount.
Where's that?
It's out by, like, Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's sort of kind of far out there.
See, I don't have a car, is what I said.
I realize that.
So what do you suggest I do?
Well, I'll walk out there and get them for you.
You will?
Yeah.
But you're so busy doing the show.
No, I mean later.
Oh, later.
Because I got to work out there later, and they have tons of boxes. They really do.
Really?
Yeah.
Big boxes?
How big are you looking at?
How big you got?
Pretty big.
How many?
Oh, there's tons of them.
Tons?
Yeah.
I don't know if I have enough stuff. So, like, what's the point of this show, actually?
The point of the show?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I assume, like, other than reading the newspaper and showing pictures of Matchbox 20. Not that I don't
You don't think those guys are hot?
Hmm?
You don't think those guys are hot?
I do think the lead singer's kind of hot, and I really respect his homelessness.
Yeah. The point of the show is about how to collect unemployment and remembering people's names, how to remember people's names. But
how to remember people's names?
Yeah, like first names and stuff. Laugh, but it's helpful.
That must be really challenging. How did you get the job? Did you remember the person's name?
No, there's a book I have. But that's just
You wrote
it.
a book?
There's a book, yeah. That's just it. Here's what I'm trying to say. Like,
Go on.
if you wouldn't have watched the whole show, you would. I said at the beginning that the stuff got all wet, you know.
I don't like your tone.
What? Okay.
Go on. Sorry,
okay.
sir.
Well, the books got all wet, so we don't have the books to do the show. So I just thought we'd just talk about anything today, and I found these papers laying out in the Ped Mall when I came here. So I picked them up, and that's why I'm reading them.
You must be so proud.
I'm semi-proud.
Free paper.
I like the girl who called in before about the kayak thing, but I don't want to hear the story again. Don't worry.
Yeah, thank you. So do you believe it or not?
Hmm?
Do you believe the story?
Do I believe the story? Sure, why not? I mean, if he's got some fancy roommate who went to Colorado, blah, 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 then he might as well have the kayak.
It's his
right?
friend. It's actually his friend's kayak, but.
Oh, a friend of the friend? Friend of the roommate?
Friend of my roommate, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
She's keeping him in the garage. That's all right.
I can tell you a joke.
Does it have any curse words in it?
No, of course not.
Okay.
Okay, so this little boy walks into the living room and he sees his pet kitten and falls stiff and cold on the floor, so he starts crying, right? His father comes in and says, oh, don't worry, Billy, or whatever his name is. He says, don't worry, we'll get a nice shoe box, like an empty box.
Hey, you need a box
Don't
too.
go very far.
You need a box too. You're looking for boxes too.
What?
You're looking for boxes, right?
Yes.
And there's a box in the joke.
Well, I was trying to sort of relate it, so
Okay,
it wasn't
yeah.
such a tangent.
Okay,
I was
go.
sort of underlining that the box would be empty,
Okay.
but that's part of the joke. So they have to line it with velvet, and the father's going on and on. He's like, then we'll have a big funeral, and we'll organize all the neighborhood children, and we'll say goodbye to Fluffy. And so the boy's, he stops crying, and he's kind of cheering up a little bit. And he looks over at the kitten, and the kitten starts moving again and coming back to life. Yeah, I know. It's kind of a metaphysical joke. You have to really, listen. And so do you want to hear the rest?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, keep going.
Yes, please.
So the kitten starts coming back to life, and the boy looks up at his father, and he's just like, can we kill it?
Oh. That's not very nice.
Well, it's better than Garfield.
What? Did you hear Blondie?
Blondie?
Yeah. About Dagwood?
Well, the cartoon, I thought you were making fun of me.
Oh. Why, are you blonde?
Well, yeah.
Oh, well, I wasn't making fun of you.
Well, go on. Read me Blondie, then.
Well, I just Blondie tells Dagwood to go clean the yard.
Right.
And Dagwood,
change.
And Dagwood goes outside and sleeps.
See, this is my point. I mean, couldn't you have brought another book? Surely all your books aren't wet.
Well, just like the two main books are.
Well, what were the books again on how to remember people's names or how to fight unemployment?
How to collect it, not fight it.
How to what?
Collect it.
Unemployment insurance?
Oh, like going on the dole or something, like in England?
What's
they
that?
get paid for not working. Dole, as in pineapple. Going on the dole?
I've never heard that, but you get paid for not working, yeah. That's what it's all about.
Well, do you get paid for doing this show?
I wish.
No.
It would be quite a travesty, I think.
What?
Well, look, what are you doing?
Providing a service, usually.
Yeah.
Well, without the books, we can't really do it.
It's part of the weather-related something.
Blah, blah, blah. Cry me a river. No, don't cry me a river. You just...
I don't know. All she's doing is making fun of us.
Yeah.
Saying to be a
basement floods, and she says, "Cry me a river." What's that mean?
Plus with the kayak.
Yeah, I know.
The river.
Yeah.
She was just trying to make. Joel, I mean, I think I read in the paper. I think. I mean, what else am I supposed to do? I mean, I apologize if you're not enjoying the show. You can turn it off, I guess, and watch Rosie O'Donnell or whatever. But usually we are providing a service or something, sort of like a service. Hello?
Hello. This is Jerry. I called before. Let me turn my TV down. I'm sorry. I wanted to mention that for some of the people that got flooded, some of that's because the landlord doesn't do things they're supposed to do under the city code.
Yeah.
And once in a while a tenant has a problem with a landlord, and I guess not all the landlords are honest. If you go to the city of Iowa City, and you can also go to the city of Coralville if you live in Coralville.
Okay.
At Iowa City, they have a book that you can buy. At Coralville, they just photocopy some pages. It's the landlord-tenant code of the particular city, either Iowa City or Coralville.
All right.
And it will give the rules that the landlord has to abide by. Like one favorite thing that's a violation is basement apartments. There has to be, in all the sleeping rooms in the basement apartments, there has to be so much square footage of window space. The windows have to be so many inches off the floor in order for fire egress.
Yeah.
Every habitable room has to have so much square footage of windows in relation to the square footage of the floor space of the floor. And there's a lot of other items in this book. Now, the city of Iowa City charges a little. I think it's about, I don't know, $3-5, something like that for the book, in that ballpark.
Mm-hmm.
But for tenants, there's a lot of useful information there. That way they don't get hoodwinked by the landlord.
Okay. Yeah, because Joel...
Well, the situation of the basement apartment getting flooded, why did it get flooded?
I guess water came through the window or something.
Water came through the window?
Joel, you come out and tell it. You live there. I think it came through the window. Joel's going to come out here and explain it.
Well, you also have to have on a property, the land lay away from the house has to be a certain way so that you don't have that problem with water overflowing. I bring this up because you don't have the two books today and the situation of why you lost them because of the water.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be some good information for some of your viewers to know that they could go to the city to get these books.
I could use it even myself because the water came down our street and I think the sewer backed up, so it just came right into our driveway.
Right.
And then...
Now, in a basement apartment, like in a basement abode,
yeah.
rental space,
yeah.
Many times there's a floor drain, and whether it's a floor drain or whether it's just drains on a sink or a shower, there's a certain, it's called a French, I can't remember the term for sure, like I'll use the word joint, okay, where it's a certain kind of lock mechanism in the drain where the water will only flow out. If the water tries to come back in, it'll shut it off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about,
and,
like a one-way.
That's what the landlords really should have, and they wouldn't have all these flooded basements.
Well, this one, I don't think it would have mattered because the water came from the street or whatever. We kind of live at the bottom of the hill, so the water came down the street, flooded our front yard, and then a window, like a side window on the side of the basement window.
How big is that window? How high is the window?
Oh, it's probably 3 or 4 feet. It's a big window.
Okay, and it's probably, is it what, maybe 30, 40 some inches off the ground?
Not quite. It's kind of a little bit low. Yeah, maybe 2
Maybe
feet.
it's within city code. I don't know.
Yeah. But the whole frame broke in. I mean, it knocked the whole frame of the window in. I mean,
I'll give you an example here. If the window was not within city code, you still have the city code violation.
Yeah.
Because no room can be habitable unless most cities even have a diagram that they'll give you.
Oh, yeah.
As to what the height from the floor has to be. Also, each window has to have so much square footage at minimum so that the average person can physically get out of the window in case there's a fire.
Yeah, it's a big window.
That's the in a lot of residences that have basement apartments, and there's a lot of code violations there.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, maybe I should check that out because maybe I could get some of my stuff paid for if it was the house.
And within these two books, it's the City Code of Rental Housing is what it's basically called.
Okay.
Of course, it's the actual City Code law, and any tenant that's kind of PO'd at their landlord, and of course, not all of us are happy, right?
Right.
I mean, they're all little perfect angels, aren't they?
Yeah.
They all belong to that Landlord-Tenant Association, through the university.
Oh, yeah.
And they actually have meetings. The landlords have meetings, and I know this for fact. And they actually have meetings with some of the judges in town, the small claims court judges. In fact, about a year ago, they had a meeting scheduled with all of the small claims court judges in town at the Johnson County Courthouse at the Coralville VFW. I turned them into the State Judicial Qualifications Commission, and they didn't allow them to show up at the meeting.
Yeah,
that's... Judges were too happy, but we all get our surprises in life, right?
No free pizza for them that night, huh?
I don't know. But can you imagine the judges deciding the small claims landlord-tenant dispute cases, having a meeting
with
in ex parte conversation with the landlords.
That's kind of strange.
Scheming, telling them what to do.
Kind of sound susceptible there.
The American system of justice, you know.
Yeah. Well, thanks for turning them in.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right, thanks
See you
for the
later.
info. All right, that was helpful. Hopefully it helps you out a little bit. So, to the call previous to Jerry, who says the show is not doing any good. What about now? Plus, I think we all owe him a thank you for breaking up that meeting. I mean, a lot of people probably didn't even know what was going on, but probably helped us all out a little bit. So, let's see, we got about 12 minutes left. And while the show has been a little off base, I think it's been a good show. Hopefully not a sham, right? Get your TV down. All right, Joel, fix that one up. Joel, maybe when you call the people back, you could just tell them to turn the TV down before they go on. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, I'm just trying to give a suggestion. So if that person wants to call back, or we want to call him back, or her, just make sure people, if you want to call, that once you talk to Joel, like turn your TV down or go to a different room, because otherwise there's too much back and forth stuff and makes that loud beeping sound. Hello?
Poopy underpants.
What is that?
I don't know, I didn't understand him. I couldn't. Something fans, something fans. Hello?
How's it going?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Not too bad, not too bad. How's the Osco drug ad?
Doesn't seem too bad.
Really? Some good deals today?
79-cent 2 liters a pop.
Nice, man, nice.
Yeah.
So, like, is there a topic for today's show here?
Not really, because we don't have like the books. Have you ever watched the other shows or not?
Nope.
Usually the show's about unemployment. And remembering people's names.
Oh, I see.
But the books got all wet because
the rain.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
So we don't have the books today. So the topics were like anything people wanted to talk about, really.
Really?
Do you have anything to talk about or not?
Did you know that Dennis Rodman's going to be wrestling at Bash at the Beach?
With against Malone?
Yep. What do you think about that?
I think it's good. It's fine with Rodman. I don't know if Malone's the type of guy I can really see wrestling, but
yeah.
Did you watch the NBA Finals at all?
Yep.
Like I didn't realize at the time. Like when Malone kept scoring there.
Yep.
Kept giving like the diamond cutter sign. I don't know about that.
I don't know. I think he's how can they market themselves that way through wrestling? You know, through the NBA Finals, using that as a venue.
I know. If I was Jerry Sloan, I might be a little upset that Carl was like thinking more about DDP than he is winning the game. But
yeah, I agree.
Who do you think's gonna
Wolfpack for life for sure.
Who? Wolfpack?
Wolfpack for life.
Yeah, I'd have to say probably Scott Hall. He's probably my favorite wrestler.
Scott Hall, yeah, he's going through a divorce or something. I hear he does a lot of drugs too.
Yeah, he's kind of messed up, but he's pretty hilarious.
Yeah, so
what was I gonna say,
we'll
though?
see what
Who do you think's gonna win that though?
What's that?
Who's gonna win that match?
Who's gonna win?
Your prediction.
Hogan and Rodman.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be outside interference. I call it's gonna be the foreign object.
Yeah, probably.
Yep, folding chair, baby.
When is that exactly?
Yep.
When is that?
All right, well, thanks.
All right. Bye. What? I don't know. They might not do that anymore. But yeah. So I'm not sure when that exactly is happening, but maybe we can have a big pay-per-view party. Bash at the beach. But yeah. Scott Hall. I didn't know about the divorce, but seems like sometimes he's not all there. I mean, not all there, but he like doesn't show up for a couple of weeks, and all of a sudden I don't know. Hello?
Hey. Yeah, you guys were talking about the Hogan Rodman thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna win.
You don't?
No.
Why not?
Well, Hogan and Rodman lost to the Giant like 6 months ago. It was like 8 months ago or something.
Really?
They lost to the Giant and Lex Luger at the last Bash of the Beach.
Okay.
And Hogan's not that good of a wrestler, really, and Rodman.
I mean, you think about Hogan's like finishing or whatever, like the leg drop, or whatever. That's weak.
It can't. Yeah, he stinks. He's always stunk.
Has Malone been in the ring yet or not?
No, I haven't seen him. I didn't actually see. I taped Nitro last night because we didn't have any power.
Yeah.
We went to CR to watch Nitro and Raw, and we watched Raw while we taped Nitro.
Yeah.
And then yeah, we haven't watched the tape of Nitro yet, so I don't know what happened at the end or anything. But I don't know if Malone's come out or anything like that.
Yeah, I don't know how good a wrestler he'll really be.
Well, I mean, he's got DDP on his team though, and
yeah.
DDP has the diamond cutter, and you can slip that in from 53 positions.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, he's a lot better wrestler than Hogan. He does a lot more extreme moves.
Yeah, I just wonder about Malone, what he'll do. I mean, Rodman. Well, I saw Rodman wrestle one time. I'm not sure who it was against, but he was like, his big move was like jumping over guys and then running into them.
Yeah, he did that at the last Bash at the Beach, but it kind of surprised me because he actually, I think Hogan took him like to the side and showed him some.
Yeah, he didn't look too bad, really.
He's just a lot smaller than those bigger guys.
Yeah, but I don't know. Do you know what's going on with Scott Hall? Is he?
What I heard was that he was having problems with his marriage.
Yeah.
And that's why he's been gone the whole time. He's been in counseling or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he popped up like a month ago or something, just for one Nitro.
Yeah.
And he said that he pledged allegiance to NWO, White and Black, not the Wolfpack.
Yeah.
And I guess that pissed off Nash. But then he was gone. And then I heard I read on Scoops, or my roommate did, that he's supposed to come back like next week maybe.
Oh yeah.
But he might be gone. Also, that he might just be gone. Like I know Ric Flair's gone.
I know. Guys just come and go so fast. One more question because the show's almost over. Do you know like that guy that used to like? I think he was like sort of a Russian guy. He used to like dance. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, Alex Wright?
Yeah. What happened to him?
He's German. He's back now.
He's back?
He tagged with Disco Inferno last night, and they both had like a dance off.
Cause it seemed like he was like getting kind of popular, and then like he like disappeared. Did he get hurt or something, or?
What I heard was that the doctor told him if he kept wrestling, he'd die or something,
really?
like permanent brain damage or something. And so he was gone, and that was like the bottom line. He was like gone for good, but then he popped up again dancing.
Oh yeah, and Six went to the WWF. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah. Did you see WWF last night?
No, we didn't have cable or anything. I don't really follow WWF very much.
You should, because they showed
the pay-per-view from last night, King of the Ring,
Yeah.
and Mankind fell. They had a cage match between Mankind and Undertaker,
Yeah.
and Mankind fell off of the cage like 16 feet onto a table.
Yeah.
And then the paramedics took him away, and as they were taking him away, he got back up, ran into the ring, threw a bag of tacks on the floor,
Yeah.
and started wrestling with Undertaker some more, and fell on all the tacks.
Ouch. What about Buff? Is he all right, or is he done forever?
He's coming back soon.
Is he?
I heard that he's almost ready to wrestle, but he'll come back, and then he'll come back and make some appearances before he actually gets in the ring. Same with Rey Mysterio.
All right. Hey, well, the show's almost over.
All right.
But thanks for the info.
No problem.
All right. I'm
Take
sure
it easy.
a lot of, hey,
Yeah.
you can call back and talk wrestling sometime, like after some
Yeah,
big
if
matches.
you guys ever want to talk wrestling, yeah, that's cool. I'll call back next week then.
All right.
See you.
All right, see ya. All right, so show's just about over, I think, isn't it, Joel? A couple minutes. But
I'm not sure. 3 minutes.
all right. So we got some info there on wrestling, which I mean, I like to watch wrestling. I really don't watch WWF that much, but sometimes I watch Nitro. Like go down to the field house and stand outside and watch through the window. It's kind of fun. People look at it kind of strange, but because they put the closed captioning on so you can at least follow along. But I thank everyone that called this week. Apologize not having the books. Hopefully they'll be dried out next week and whatnot. Apologize to everyone that says they didn't like the show because I was just reading papers, but I couldn't think of anything to talk about. But most likely it'll be on next Tuesday. One of these weeks we're going to take a week off, and recover and get some new, I have to work out so I can get my body back in shape for the show. But hopefully it'll be on next week. The show could cut off in any second because Joel's not letting me know how much time we have left, so I apologize. So,
Less than 2 minutes.
okay.
Probably about 2 or 1.
Yeah.
What's your watch then?
A little more, about 2 and a half. I mean, a minute and a half, probably. About a minute and a half. So, Joel, shut up. Joel's kayak story, he says he's going to prove that or something. But, got about a minute. And just one final thing, the show is not a sham. And tell your friends it's not a sham. I mean, it's not my fault the book is a little out of date. Just because information might be wrong here or there doesn't mean I'm not trying to help.
1 minute.
Thanks to Jerry for calling in with the information about the flooding and
50 seconds.
renter stuff. I'm sure people appreciate that. Congratulations to Roger for finally getting fired from the retail place. I mean, that's, for people that watch the show, that's been kind of an ongoing thing.
About 30 seconds.
All right, I got it. 30 seconds. So that's all about all for now. Thanks for watching. And then next Tuesday, or a week from Tuesday, we might be getting a new time, but we'll let you know on that too if that actually happens. So probably about 20 seconds or so. So take care and